Okay, so dear Dhamma practitioners, we're going to start our session now and be comfortable yourself. Relax your body, keep your back straight, neck head straight in one line, and your right palm on your left. So gently close your eyes and bring your attention to this bell sound. While you're focusing to the sound, mentally relax your body, relax your mind, and relax your breathing with your thoughts. Do nothing extra. Just follow the sound, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened One. So bring your attention to your body, please, and observe head to toes yourself and say Sopat Deva, or may I be well and happy 3 times. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this moment with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable. May my breath be more smooth. May no difficulties come to me. May all the success come to me. Also think for a moment. This is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime. And detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalations and exhalations. So in the beginning, we're going to relax our body step by step, following my words mentally. Relax your body, please. Relax your head. Relax your forehead. Relax your eyebrows. Relax your eyes. Relax your ears. Relax your nose. Relax your upper lip. Relax your lower lip. Relax your chin. Relax your whole face muscles. Relax your teeth. Relax your tongue. Relax your mouth. Relax your throat. Relax your neck. Relax your shoulders. Relax your arms. Relax your elbow, forearms, palms, fingers, fingertips. Relax your whole back muscles and relax your spine. Relax your chest and relax your whole abdominal muscles. Relax your lungs. Relax your heart. Relax your liver. Relax your kidneys. Relax your gallbladder. Relax your pancreas. Relax your small intestine. Relax your large intestine. Relax your abdominal organs. Relax your buttock. Relax your thigh. Relax your knee. Relax your calf muscles. Relax your foot and relax your toes. Relax your whole body muscles, tendons, ligaments, bone marrows, and whole skeleton. And release the tension in your mind and keep relax your face muscles. So now bring your attention to in front of your nose and your upper lip area. Deeply and gently breathe in, breathe out 3 times and find the sensation, please. So now allow your inhalations, exhalations happen naturally itself. And when it happens, through the sensation of it, just recognize this is inhalation or this is exhalation. Do nothing extra. Allow everything to settle down as it is. Just be very limited to only the sensation of inhalation or exhalation. Get out of your chattering mind. Just observe without commenting yourself. If your mind go here and there, bring it back again and again. Just know yourself. Best for your mind is not whatever happened in the past or the future. The best for your mind is in the present moment. So whatever happened with the sensation of inhalation, exhalation, just be with. Keep your mind focused to the sensation of inhalation, exhalation. Don't react to anything. Just be very limited with the sensation of inhalation and exhalation. Bring a little bit more attention and observe the entire continuation of the inhalation and exhalation. Just know this is the beginning, this is the middle, this is the end of your inhalation or exhalation. Some inhalation, exhalations may become longer, shorter, heavy, soft, warm, cold. Just recognize it. Observe how calming down your body inhalations happen, calming down your body exhalations happen. See how calming down your mind inhalations happen, calming down your mind exhalations happen. Observe how your mind, body, and the breathing interrogate each other and calming down depending from each other. always change, arise, exist, and disappearance itself. Nothing remained the same. Just the moment of experience. Itself change. Out of that experience, your consciousness arises. What you recognize, what you feel, what you see is the result of your body, your mind, breathing change. Just be with that change knowingly. Bring attention to your body, please. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe. Also, as far as you can, through galaxies, other planets, stars. Reminding yourself like this. With clear intention, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe. And may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart. Forward. To your backside. Visualize yourself and send it as a light. To your left side. And to your right side. Downward. And upward. To all 6 directions at once. Like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it with the maximum effort to the highest. Wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So dear Dhamma practitioners, when you eat, you need to feel hungry. And when you thirsty, you can drink anything without any difficulty. And when you sleepy, you can sleep anywhere. So that means to sleep, you need to feel sleepy. Otherwise, you may pretend like you are sleeping, but you will not going to experience what is sleeping. And when you have no thirsty, you may find many unnecessary informations regarding whatever the drink that you have. So when it comes to the Dharma, also the same. If you don't know what is life, if you don't recognize what is life, you cannot understand what is Dharma. Because the Dharma is the shadow of the life. When you see the life, naturally you get into Dharma. That it's like in day-to-day life, we ask from others, how are you? But sometimes we even don't understand who I am or how I am doing. So we all like to have ideas, carries ideas, and we like to gather informations. But the reality is, living with the reality is something else. You don't need any ideas to live a life. You don't need any concept to live a life. So it is totally different. But today, when it comes to that we always try to make changes in this natural life. Even it is happening here, I think that the human, and the worst thing is people do it for animals also, do it for trees also. And so this, just imagine to become a happy cow, what that cow need. To kind of like, when you want to see a crocodile, alligator, when you want to see an elephant, sometimes people spend so much money, go this safari. So if you want to see a lion, if you want to see a monkey, if you want to see a dolphin, so like that, people like to go and see. Then you go to far away in this safari, to an African country, and then you spend so much time, money, and then you go and put a little hut in the middle of the jungle, and now you are waiting to see a tiger or lion, just the natural lion. How about you see a lion or the tiger come with put lipsticks, and maybe putting a kind of like a, garment on it, or maybe putting a sunglass. What you going to see? Do you going to enjoy it, or you get shocked, you laugh? What is this? Look at that. Sometimes people take these dogs, cats around them. They put a garment and they put little decorations, and sometimes put flowers. You don't do anything for that cat or the puppy or that animal. You destroy them. You manipulate their nature. Even for the trees, the same. Of course, we have to maintain the trees, but what you think about, what you look about the bonsai? Do you know, you take a little plant and put a wire on it and, keep tight, and then you make it very crooked, you make that tree kind of like a midget. And then when it grows, you look at it and laugh. Oh, look at this, so beautiful. What is that? Do you think it is so beautiful? From where that idea came to enjoy that bonsai tree as beautiful? When you appreciate that, when you see that beauty, there is kind of like that way. Do you think what happening to your mind? You manipulate yourself. So that is who we are today. We slowly caught up in ideas, and we lost our true nature. But still, we like to see the Dharma. We cannot find. We're not going to find the Dharma like that way. We catch this if it is, it's a very tricky, but if it is possible, catch it yourself and reflect on it. We fight for to be independent. We claim our independence and we take it as our human rights. Everybody enjoy their independence, but still we depending from our own habit, own ideas, own culture, own tradition, own religion, own believing system. We depending on that, and but still we claim independence. So then when it comes to meditation, you have to completely get out of this kind of format. Let the mind to be completely free. Let the mind to be itself. Let the body to be itself for a moment. Because through this samsaric journey, eons by eons, we keep doing this manipulation to ourselves. And we are experiencing it. And we experience it personally, mentally ourselves, and we experience it in a large scale. Around the world, everywhere. And recently, that the scientific, the article came out. You may heard sometimes that the senators had the question with the Dr. Fauci. And there are some military articles came from China regarding the Wuhan, that the virus situation. And all over the world, there are a lot of scientists, years by years, they keep manipulating the nature. And look at what happened finally, and what we experiencing now. And in the future also the same with look at that, all the stock markets and the currency system, what happening to now. When somebody says something, the entire, the economy can collapse. If the Elon Musk say something, then the very next day, Bitcoin go down. But the whole world, keep going thinking, oh, this is good like that way. But when the one person says something, it collapses. So the idea is also the same, that, the spiritual life also the same. And today I was seeing this, that the war happening in between, that Israel and Palestine, and they pray, they do chanting, and they pray, oh, go and kill. How it is possible? How you can think like that way? How you can come to a moment and pray yourself to go and kill somebody, even if there is if maybe you don't like that person. So we kind of like, we developing spirituality. We trying to get the spiritual life, because I give this, we can go to directly to the sutra, but we have to understand. Just, talking only the sutra, not going to help. It keep happening many years. We have to see in day-to-day life why this sutra is applicable for today. It is just, if we cannot just learn the theories, if we don't see the life. That's why it's kind of like a without thirsty that you're going to drink water. It's kind of like a without sleep, that the sleeping, you're going to go to sleep. It's kind of like without hungry, you're going to eat. Without hungry, when you go eat, what will happen? You get sick. Without thirsty, when you drink, what will happen? You get sick. Without sleepiness, when you sleep, what will happen? You get sick. So then what you know, what you need, that what you're looking for in the very first level, you have to see. Why you want to look for that? From where you going to see it? Because otherwise it can make you sick. So like that, after this, many eons after that, when we look at the world, spirituality made people sick. The entire world make sick this spiritual life. We are responsible for that. We have to fix it before we die. You have to fix it. You should not give anything. That whatever the struggle that you go through in your deeper in your heart, don't give that to your children. That if you see deeply something is not right, or it is kind of, you cannot make it very clear yourself. If you don't get the confidence regarding the truth, what you practice, don't give it to your children. Because when it comes to in the ancient time, the culture means the way you protect the truth. That is what the main responsibility of the culture, protecting the truth. But by the time what happened? The truth disappeared. We manipulated, and then we get into ideas. And now the culture means we're protecting ideas. No one get help, no one get healed out of the culture. No one get protection out of the tradition. Everybody destroying out of the tradition. No one becomes success out of the tradition or the culture or the method. Everybody go down. So that's mean there's something wrong with that. So then be very limited to yourself and be very clear. You don't afraid to take a decision for you, especially with whatever you practice deeper in you. That is what called dharma. What you hold in your heart is called your dharma. So you have to time look into that and see. And why you need this? Why you want to practice meditation? What you look out of this? First, try to understand that. Because once it becomes clear, you start to see the path. It seems like when you recognize where you want to go, what is your destination, you start to see how you can get there. So don't afraid to look for that. Don't afraid to question yourself. Because in the ancient time, before the Buddha, the people were afraid to get into that. And they always, that's why they believe. But what the Buddha did? Buddha start to get into the mind and dig deeper and look and went everywhere and question everything and look into the bottom of it and see what is this, and went to all the teachers, learn everything and told, this is not what I want. He didn't afraid to say that. So just imagine you find, you're looking for something and you didn't find it, but still you say, yeah, this is very good, kind of like. We try to empathize, sympathize others, but we lose ourselves. But when it comes to, in conventional life, sometimes we have to adjust according to situation, but don't manipulate yourself. Always, when you look for the inhalation, exhalation, if you don't see the inhalation, exhalation, then you have to question yourself why you cannot see it. Don't just close your eyes and start to think about something, and you know yourself, you're thinking something else. And then later you say, Venerable Sir, I can't find the inhalation, exhalation sensation. But you know yourself, you didn't do your best and your mind was somewhere else. Maybe you were thinking about that whatever happened and maybe whatever you want to do later. And then you are the one who did that, and now you are the one who again claim, I cannot find the sensation, because you didn't let go your mind. That whatever the thoughts that always in your head. So that's why it's like we fight for independence. We like for it to become independent, but still we depending from our own ideas. So it's like that. So then always remember, when it comes to the observation of inhalation, exhalation, there is nothing, no any different magic. There is no different, just simply determine yourself and observe. Keep observe. Be truthful to yourself. If the maybe you feel it's like there is something you want to do tomorrow, maybe it come to your mind, but still remember, it is not tomorrow yet. So now you practice meditation, let go that and bring your mind. And then maybe whatever happened may come to your mind. But then right away you recognize this is not the time to think about it. I want to focus to inhalation, exhalation. You come to it. And then while you're observing that way, sometimes the mind becomes more familiar. And then what you have to do, it's like how the ocean becomes deeper, 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 little by little. Your intention to observe should be higher, 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 little by little, little by little, little by little. That is where the laziness disappears, sleepiness disappears, this addictive nature disappears. So then the mind becomes more sharper, 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 and clear. So once the mind starts to develop that way, you become truthful to yourself. Out of that practice, what you see is your wisdom. That way, how far you can go, you can become a Buddha. You can know everything in this world, everything in the universe. But you have to come to a point to start just simply through this, just the sensation. If you cannot just recognize sensation, why you become so crazy to know a lot of things in the world? There is a different way that you can go into it. So it is a more beautiful way, and it never going to lose. And even you die, you're going to born with that whatever that you experience. And it never going to disappear from you. But look at the whatever you learn when you went to schools, and 10 years, 20 years back, later you forget everything. Even after 1 year, you don't know sometimes what you learn. You say, oh, I learn when I go to high school, when I go to university, I did that, but now I forget it. It's an invalid skill now. But this is not like that. This every day become more sharper and clear. It become more valid, more valid, more valid. So that's why spend some time for that. Invest your life on it, little by little. And so it start from you. Know yourself. And it never going to waste your time. But if you don't know yourself, if maybe you learn a lot of things, but it never going to applicable for your life. So that's why, otherwise sometimes, maybe whatever in your head, you keep carry and you miss the truth. So don't miss that. Don't miss this opportunity. This is a very good time period we are in, because we experience all the mess. That is the very good place to understand this anything doesn't work for us. But otherwise, when everything go nice, when everything becomes successful, when everybody become happy, the dharma becomes so far away from us. But now we can see it. No one can deny it. No one can tell, no, it is not like that. So that's why in this mess, the dharma start to going to shine. So then it is your opportunity. And more than the ideas, and start to look for the reality. Be truthful to yourself and start to see within yourself it. So during Buddha's time, there was a teacher. So at that time, there were no schools like nowadays. The children go in the morning and come back in the evening. So that time, mostly children go and stay with the teacher. And then they spend so much time, maybe many years. And once the teacher is comfortable, oh, now the student is know everything, and the teacher give the permission, okay, now you can go home and start your own life. So like that. And there was a teacher called that the teacher had a wife called Vera Hachani. And this Vera Hachani was so proud about his husband, because he is a very famous, called Todeya, the Brahman, very well known Brahman family, and a lot of children try to come to this place and learn from him. And because of this all name and the fame, the Vera Hachani, the wife of this Brahman, the scholar's wife, was so proud. And she was so kind of like more egocentric than the teacher. So somehow there was a student came and used to be in that house and doing all the work, helping for the teacher. So that's how that time, when a student want to learn from a teacher, and they have to do all the work for the teacher. Otherwise, you may not going to get the right knowledge from the teacher. You have to make the teacher happy. So it's not like, today look like you at home, you just so put the button and go online, the teaching come to you. How lucky you are. But look at Buddha's time, people want to learn something, they go spend 10 years, 20 years with the teacher and need to do all the hard works, but still they don't, and there's no guarantee the teacher going to give the best. If you don't make the teacher happy, you may not going to get the right knowledge. That's why you have to be happy. Look at yourself. What difficulty you have to learn all the best things, but still, are you getting it to yourself? You have to question yourself. No. So somehow this boy used to do all the work, and then at that time there was a monk called Uday, and there was a mango forest was belonged to this teacher. The monk Uday came to this mango forest and spent some time there. And in the evening, what happening? These students do all the work for the teacher and then go and meet this monk and had a very friendly discussion. And then after having the discussion with the monk Uday, he come back to teacher's house, and in the evening at night when they having a very friendly discussion, he used to tell all the Dhamma discussion, whatever happened with the monk, he used to tell for this, the Vera Hachani, the Brahman's wife. And the scholar's wife used to listen every day and then ask, is it, oh, that's a so beautiful Dharma. So, but I cannot go there. If I have opportunity to hear myself, that kind of beautiful Dharma, how good it is. So when the boy come home and tell what the discussion happened, the Brahman woman, and every day appreciate that. Oh, because she's some wise woman from this scholar's wife, and she had some wisdom. She knew it is beautiful Dharma, it is truth. So then she appreciate every day. So then the boy told, this young boy told, it is very easy. We can invite for this monk and then we can tell that monk to give a sermon. Only thing, maybe you can prepare some lunch and then you offer the lunch, and then after that maybe monk will give a Dhamma talk. So this woman thought that is a very good idea. So then let's do that. And then the boy invited for the monk to come to their teacher's house. And this Brahman woman prepared very beautiful, nice lunch and offered it. Now her main intention is listening to Dharma. So remember, in the ancient time, people gave dana just not because of only the giving, but in the Buddha's tradition, giving dana, one of the main purpose is listening Dharma. Not just giving the feeding to monks, because mostly sometimes people like to eat, and it is one additional part, and sometimes we like to give food to monks. But in the Buddha's tradition, just more than giving the food, the main purpose in our culture, when you do a dana ceremony, the main purpose is more than the feeding, you have intention to listen to Dharma. So but today mostly what happening, you give the dana and you become so happy, oh monk, enjoy the food, and then done. You don't want to listen to Dharma. And if the monk start to give a 10-minute, 20-minute Dhamma talk, then you start to get disappointed. Oh, it's too long. So kind of like. So now it became like that. See how the cults changed? But somehow, what happened? This woman prepared the dana, and then she's the Brahman wife. And she had a kind of like a egocentric idea and well known, everybody respected. So what she did, she wearing all her jewelries and everything. And then she prepared a very higher seat, and more than even the monk. Her seat was so high, and put in slippers, and she wanted to show off the tradition, and then sat on that seat. And the monk had the lunch at the dana, and without telling any Dharma, the monk left the place. And she was disappointed. And the boy also shocked, what to do, because he didn't tell anything. And then again, the boy used to go evening to this mango forest and had the discussion. And that day also evening come back and tell, oh, today this monk used to tell about this kind of dharma. And the woman again told, oh, that is so beautiful. That is so right. But I have no opportunity to listen to that. Even I invited him, he didn't tell anything. What to do? So then again, the boy, let's do again. And then that day also, she prepared the lunch. And that day also, she had the same kind of wearing all her jewelries and wearing very nice garments and the putting all the perfumes and the makeup, everything, So she came and start to set, even higher seat more than the monk seat. And she sat there and start to listen to Dharma. And that day also, monk didn't tell anything. So the second time, the monk went back. And then the again boy went to the mango forest and had the discussion and came. And then that day, he was telling to this woman what the Dhamma discussion happened, and that was so good Dharma. And then the boy told, and that day also she told, but this monk didn't tell anything. I invited him for 2 times. So then the boy told, you cannot listen to Dharma like that. When you listen to Dharma, you have to sit lower than the monk. And you have, if it is possible, you have to sit on the floor. And you cannot put this all the jewelries and these things, you cannot show off. Now, somehow it is very dangerous to tell to, the teachers why, because if she get mad, everything can go wrong. So, but still they had a good discussion. Now they became more familiar, and now the boy became so comfortable to tell her mistake. And she was so egocentric, and she thought she knew more than the monk. And with that idea, when she tried to listen to monk, the monk didn't tell anything. So then the boy told, you have to be so humble, so calm, and you have to have the open mind. Becoming so proud, show off, you cannot listen to Dharma. Maybe that's why he's not telling anything. So somehow, then this woman was wise, and then she thought, oh, maybe that's right. Then let's do this way. Now that day she prepared the lunch and invited for the monk. And that day, just wearing a little bit, the white cloth, and no jewelries, no makeup, no any perfumes or like that. And she sat on the floor. And that day, this monk gave a Dhamma sermon. So, the thing is this. Remember this. You look for independence, but if you're depending from your own ideas, you are not independent. You cannot get anything. You look for the Dharma, if you caught up inside with ideas, tradition, culture, you may not going to get it. Why? Because you miss the very meaning of life. You hold something else as your life. So that is where, that is why mostly sometimes we cannot understand what is the Dharma, because we are in a different level. So then you have to tune to it. Same like that we have a password and Zoom number, and to tune to this channel, you have to put that number. Otherwise, you cannot. And you have the remote. When you want to watch the TV, you have to put that channel button. Otherwise, it's not going to be. Maybe something else pop up. So same like you have to tune to the Dharma, and when you know about yourself, when you know the life, you start to see the life. So that's why even during Buddha's time, and when the people had the hard time, difficult time, they get it right away. Why? Because they get out of this all the egocentric imagination. Then they see, they accept. Otherwise, believe I can do this, I am the best, I am the boss. So it's kind of like that we develop in our head. But when we fail, we collapse, then we accept it. But the thing is, the very funny thing, when we recover, we forget it. Look at when the corona happened, the virus happened, everybody asked help, help for us, help for us, help for us. And look at it in India, when the oxygen, every country is sending oxygen, asking help, please help for us. Even here in America, when it was difficult, in Italy, when it was difficult, even the Cuban doctors went there to help for them. See, when there is a difficulty, ask help, 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 help for us. But when everybody recovered, then what did they go and fight each other? See, it's very funny, when you are in difficult, you appreciate how the other countries help you, you ask for the help. But when you recover, you go and fight. See, that's why it is very difficult to get this Dharma. So then when once you tune to the right channel, you get it. So this what happened. That's how the monk, did it. Actually, this boy did that to this woman. That is the good thing with that. Good student. And somehow he helped her to bring her down little by little, little by little, little by little, to become so humble. And it's kind of like you come to a point to become kind of like a receiver and get out of these egocentric ideas. And then that day, the monk gave the Dhamma. Then she asked a question. Asked, Venerable Sir, these old Arahata enlightened masters, how they become happy, how they become unhappy? This is the question. It is, say, that's why she's a very wise woman. She asked that question. So how the enlightened masters become unhappy and how the enlightened masters become happy. So then this monk told, the Venerable Uday told, this is the difference with the enlightened masters and ordinary people. It is not big. In ordinary life, have these happy, unhappy things. But in the enlightened masters, it always have the happiness. That means the recognition, tuned to the nature. It's make you only the comfortable. There is no discomfort. It's like the water and the current. There is only the harmony. There is no disconnection. It's like the wind and the cloud. There is no go against anything. This always come together. It's same like the fire and the wood. It never anywhere in the world. It's not going to go against. It's just become harmony. So then this monk told how this, because in the conventional life there is a like, dislike, but in the enlightened masters, this only the harmony. How it happened? So then this monk mentioned, the Venerable Uday mentioned, when the enlightened masters experience something with their eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, that means the form. Then again go to the 5 aggregates. Form. And the ordinary person go with the object. See the difference. When the ordinary person see the cup. So then this cup, this appearance itself become the form for the eye. And when the ordinary person see the cup, the intention go towards the cup. But the enlightened master, when that person see the cup, and awareness go towards the form appear in their consciousness. See the difference. So now you can apply to all the six senses with the perception. So if anything come to our eye, ordinary person go with the object, the enlightened master always focus to the form. And once it go there, and the form, feeling, perception, volition, mental or the mental formation, and the recognition. So the enlightened master always see this process, and always with eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, and he become more and more and more harmonized with that process. But the ordinary person, when something come to eye and go in that way, if some sound come to ear, go that way, the nose and go that way, tongue and the go that way, the body following the outside object. And once it go that way, that is where you see happiness and unhappiness. But in this process, there is only harmony, tranquility state. There is no kind of like a conventional level of happiness or unhappiness. End of this, the beauty is this Vera Hachani, the professor, the Brahman lady, the woman, understood this Dharma. Oh, Venerable Sir, now I understand. You know, when you understand how the enlightened masters experience something, if you can understand it, you know what happened to you? You transform yourself. Without attaining to the enlightenment, you cannot understand it. So then the more than the conventional level, if you able to get that, that is where your transformation happens. So then in day-to-day life, rather than with the perception, whatever appear to us as form with eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, and when whatever happen, whatever appear, and in that very moment see form, feeling, perception, mental formation, recognition, how it happening inside. If you become very clear with that moment, that is the day you're going to be really independent. Why? Because that is the day you anymore not going to depending on your own ideas. So I hope you may get that independency, complete 100% independency as you wish. So with that, I bless upon everyone with this good practice. May all of you be well, happy and peaceful. May no harm come to you. May no difficulties come to you. May no problems come to you. May you also have the patience, courage, understanding, and determination to meet and overcome inevitable difficulties in your life. During this time period, may everyone stay healthy and safe. And finally, may all of you attain supreme bliss of Nibbana. Sabbityo vajjantu sabbarogo vinasatu mate bhavatantarayo sukhi diga yuko bhava. Ettavata mehi sampadang punya sampadang sabbe deva numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Sabbe bhuta numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Sabbe satta numodantu Sabba sampatti siddhya idam me punya kammang asavakkaya vahang hotu. Sabba dukkha pamuncatu. Bless you.